Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Hope all is well. Trust you're having a good morning. It is 9:29. This New York session opens in 45 seconds. We have the daily frame, NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow. Strong up day on the Dow. Strong up day on the S&P. Inside day with a bullish body on the NASDAQ. So 3 bullish bodies, 2 up days, 1 inside day. Let's see how we do here. Focusing on, of course, my instrument of choice, which is the NASDAQ. Here's my 30-minute chart, guys. This is my zone chart where I put my horizontal zones. As you can see, we had this big drop yesterday morning, a nice easy 2-hour win there, pulled all the way back to the 618 Fibonacci retracement, has since come back a little higher overnight, impulse corrective, pulling back down again, and now sitting in the middle of this range, so there would be nothing for me to do. We have opened here, by the way. We have a similar ranging picture here on the S&P, but we are at pretty much all-time highs. That's where these charts differ, right? NASDAQ still has all of this to contend with, whereas the S&P is flirting with just going to the stratosphere. So that'll be something that I'll be watching here as well. On the Two Sisters, guys, we are opening, and I will bring you back in a moment. And there's the 1-minute open range, guys, dropping down 40-point range, a little bit bigger than it has been the last few days, and only 7.5 on the S&P. Still fairly small here, sitting in balance on the S&P and just below balance on the NASDAQ. I won't be chasing anything here. It is hump day. I'm going to be watching this, guys. I'm going to remove this zone just to keep things nice and clean. This is a more important zone. Even that one's not that important. This area here is a key zone from yesterday where prices refused to go even further after an impulse down. Over on my 1-minute chart, guys, this is the Asian open range and the London open range, basically in the same location, straddling each other. And then the New York open range is right here, also overlapping both ranges at the very top. And then we got this bigger drop down here below. See that there? So you can basically say that the top of this move is the Asian and the London and the New York open ranges. And now I will clean those two off just to keep things nice and clean on my charts. As you know, I like them. So we have a daily inside day, guys, permissive to both longs and shorts, of course. The bullish body is quickly becoming a neutral body. Nothing to act upon here. I'm gonna let this thing flurry around a little bit. Do a little chop suey dance. I may take a closer look. Pulling back up into the open range here, guys. S&P sleeping inside of the open range. I'm very cognizant of what happened yesterday on the open, guys. This big drop down, pull back to about the 3/4 point, rounding over. And guess where we are today? We're back to the first 30-minute candle of the New York session. This is what that looked like yesterday, right? Impulse, corrective. Could this be an impulse? All right, guys, watching very closely here, just bringing out a marker. Sell stop order, guys, right now, stop above the high in the pre-market. Here we go. Here we go. I'll explain this in more detail in a moment. This trade, guys, is very much a structural play based on everything we see here. Notice the fractal nature of this. Impulse, corrective, impulse, corrective. There's a little pattern inside of this big pattern. Obviously, this pattern is inside of this one candle, but hopefully you get the idea here. It's the opening of New York. That was the opening of New York. The same players who did this are back now. They did this at that time, and now they are back, and it's that time again. It doesn't mean they're going to sell down today, but if they do, I want to be in. And that means having my order right about here or below. The order could also be here for a more proven entry, if you will. And I'm in, guys. I am in just like that. Short the NASDAQ. And now it's the waiting game. S&P finally had a closing candle below. I'm going to delete this zone marker, guys, so it doesn't confuse anybody. This is a continuation zone. It's not a big rejection zone or anything like that. And so I'm going to take it out of the mix. Daily candle body is now flipped bearish. We have blue candle, and blue candles. News in 10 seconds. And so far, no reaction. And target 1 has been hit, and so the 1-hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profits, and the 2-hour move stop to break even at 1 hour has moved their stop to break even because we hit 1 hour, and now we'll wait and see what happens to the rest of this trade. And while this is playing out, guys, I will remind you of something that I said in yesterday's video, and that is that in this low VIX environment and this kind of choppy, slop suey summer doldrum price behavior, I would completely understand if a 1.5 hour or a 2-hour all or nothing trader took profits, or at least scaled out a part of the position, or moved their stop to break even at 1 hour, for as long as the environment continues to behave as it has been. But I will continue to track all 4 models: the 1 hour, the 1.5 hour all or nothing, the 2-hour all or nothing, and the 2-hour move stop to break even at 1 hour. And so here we have the 1-hour trader who has left the game with full profits. The 2-hour move stop to break even at 1 hour has moved their stop to break even, so they can't lose now, but they can stay in the game to potentially get 2R. You could also have a 1.5 hour move stop to break even at 1 hour, in which case they will be protected as well. And so there are different ways to do this, but I track those 4 basic models just to help you to see how these play out over time, over hundreds or even several thousand trades. And there it is, guys, a sudden spike on news. Probably a tweet from Donald Trump, but who knows? And all of a sudden we are out. And so it's a 1 hour win for the 1 hour all or nothing trader, 2 charges, and a break even for the 2-hour move stop to break even at 1 hour. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you. Have an amazing afternoon, and we'll talk soon.